Singer 66 treadle. Now, maintenance on a belt for one of these treadle machines. These are all leather belts, the original ones are, and a lot of the aftermarkets are leather. Uh, most of them got the staple that goes in them. You can also sew these belts together uh, with button cord. It works real well. But the biggest thing is maintenance with these belts. A lot of people will put these belts on dry and try to run them, and they'll rip out right here where the staple is, or they'll over tighten these belts. These belts are generally really loose. Um, when you pick both sides up like this, there'll be a little bit of slack up here, but not enough to loosen completely up. But one factor that most people don't do to these belts is they don't condition these belts. You really need a good conditioner and a wax. Sometimes you can find a cleaner, wax, and conditioner all in one for vintage cars and leather seats and stuff for vintage stuff. If you can find that, this will help these belts, and apply it ever so often. But you don't have to keep the belt really, really soft. You just keep it to where the belt is not drying out, cracking, and getting really brittle. Because this leather will get dry and it'll be like a piece of paper. It'll just start ripping. As long as you do this, this belt will last for years. And these belts, if you get a good quality leather that's got a good uh, cut in the grain, it'll last for a long time. As long as you keep them conditioned. Sometimes if you condition them, they will get a little bit soft and they will start to stretch, and sometimes you'll have to go in and cut off a little section and then put another hole and move the staple down. Uh, but most of the time they will hold their shape as long as you don't over condition them. You don't want to get oil on these belts. You want to keep them with a leather wax or some type of leather product on it. Now, another old-timey hack when running these treadles is they used to put candle wax in the belt V inside these pulleys. They put it on the wheel underneath, and they put it in here. And what the wax would do, they usually used a beeswax back then, but the wax would kind of coat the inside, and it would kind of make it a little bit sticky, and it would also kind of help the belt to just kind of get a little bit of a grip, because if you do a lot of treadling inside, these grooves will polish and get kind of polished. And they would put a little bit of wax inside there, like beeswax or candle wax, some type of wax that they would put in there, paraffin, and it would give it just a little extra grip so it wouldn't slide. Most of your sliding is on the big pulley on the bottom, but that was how they kept these from sliding, and that's how they kept the belts loose, because as long as the belt's loose, it will have a little bit of slide to it. But if they put a little bit of beeswax in here, or a paraffin wax off of a candle, it would lightly coat the inside of the pulley, and it would give it just enough stickiness to where it would get a little bit better of a grip, and it would hang on inside there. It was generally the old-fashioned trick to these. But another thing is, when treadling, you can start and stop these machines without needing to ever touch the hand wheel if you have a well-balanced machine that's designed for a treadle or has been customized for a treadle. Now, this one's been customized for a treadle. It's a 1930 66-6 is what the original model number is on this one, I believe, and it's been customized for a treadle, so everything's been balanced on it. So you can actually start it without touching the hand wheel, and you can also stop this machine with your foot without ever touching the hand wheel, but it will just glide. And then if you want to stop it, you can stop it. Then you can take back off again. If you want to take back off, you can take back off again without touching it. Some machines is not balanced for a treadle. There's a lot of customization in some of the parts that needs to be done to get one to be able to treadle. Another thing is when you stop one of these machines when you're treadling it, you want to stop it with your foot, and you want to stop it with the pedal level. You don't want to stop it with the pedal up or down. You want to stop it with the pedal flush, and this will let you take off and start without touching the hand wheel. So a lot of people don't know this. They try to start with the pedal down, and you can't get over that little hump. So you can see just how easy one is to start. And as long as you don't stop it in the downward position or the upward position and the pedal is flush, you can stop it flush, and then you can start it. And this is how you treadle one. Now this will keep the belt from slipping if you do it this way. You can stop it. You can start it at any time you want to start it. But now if you do land on a tight spot where the foot pedal's down or up, in that position you can lightly turn the wheel to get it over that hump. But you can actually stop the wheel. You can take off, and then you can stop it, and then you can take back off again. If you need to take back off again, you can stop it. So it's all in the motion of how you use the foot pedal. A lot of people don't know how to use the foot pedal in these treadles, so we're going to show you down, and then when you stop, you're going to stop it level, and then you're going to push back down. So you can stop this machine, and then you can start it at any time you want to start it. That's the trick to using a treadle. And if the machine's set up for treadling, it will do perfect work like this. Bobbin winders are different on some treadles. This one's set up to go through here and up through there. But a treadle machine is made to go slower than an electric machine due to the size of the wheel on the inside. So if you're trying to do really big projects and you need a lot of speed, a treadle machine is not what you want. A treadle machine is mostly something you're going to be doing slow work with. It just depends on the type of work you're doing, type of machine you want to use. But bobbin winders is the type that drops down. But your belt will usually run pretty smooth. You won't have much slippage if you're treadling it right. You can start and stop it when you need to start and stop it with your foot. The belt, if you keep it conditioned, it won't jump around because it won't have those dry spots in the belt where it's got bends in it. It'll stay soft and you can see just how well it's staying. But a treadle machine will go fairly slow like this right here. So if you're treadling a treadle machine, you're not going to get no crazy speeds. That's the thing with a treadle. A lot of people like the 66 for a treadle machine. Some people like the class 15. It all depends what you can find that will fit in a treadle cabinet, what you can find that is balanced out with a treadle style wheel. But you can see that it will start and stop. At any time I can start it, I can stop it. And a well balanced treadle machine will be able to, you'll be able to do about anything you want with it. When it comes to controlling it, you can stop it anytime you want to stop it, or you can take off at any time without using your hand. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult stopping it with the needle up, but sometimes you can. It just takes practice. If this is without touching the hand wheel, you can start and stop. But there's many different treadles and different styles. But this is one that has been set up for a treadle. A lot of times people will get these machines and somebody will just set a random sewing machine in a treadle and say it's a treadle machine. But there is modifications you got to do to these to get these to treadle. You've got to polish the bushings. You got to get this machine to where it will glide on its own. A lot of machines will not do this. There will be tight spots in the machine, but you can see how slow you go with one on. And then you can stop it with your foot at any time, and then you can take back off again. But a good treadle machine, you'll be able to control it with your foot alone without needing to ever touch this hand wheel. And that's the trick to finding a treadle machine. If you know how to treadle, then you'll know how to find the machine that you're looking for, because you'll be able to stop it at any given time. You can move the needle up with your foot to any spot you want it, and then you'll be able to take back off at any given time you want to take off. That's the thing to look for in a machine. If you're looking for a treadle machine, you want to make sure it is originally set up for a treadle, and that's how you maintenance one, and that's how you determine a good quality treadle machine.